Hello, welcome back to this series. Previously we solved question 1 to 20 and today we are solving from question 21 to 30. The purpose of these questions is to enable us master the GMAT problem solving. Now question 21. 150 is 1% of 30. Just the same way you will have solved 30 is 1% of 150. 150 over 30 times 100 is 500. The ratio of 2 to 1 over 3 is equal to what? Remember, we want to balance it. 1 over 3. How can we clear this fraction? What can we use to multiply 1 over 3 to clear the fraction? Of course, it is 3. If you multiply by 3 times 3, 3 times, that is actually 2. 2 is to 1 over 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 1 over 3 is 1. So this answer is correct. Always check the alternative answer. So I'm just giving you 2 different solutions. What if you solve this? Of course, you can just set up 270. Look at it. 6 of them is 45 bottles. So 10 times 45 bottles is 450. Then times 4 again. Okay, that's 1,800. My background has suddenly become noisy. I hope you forgive me. I hope you don't mind. Okay, let's continue. On the 5 coordinates associated with A, B, C, D, E on the number line above, which has the greatest absolute value? Remember, absolute value is the distance between a number and 0 on the number line. You see that this one is pointing at -2 and this one is before 2. Remember that the absolute of -2, for instance, is also the same thing as the absolute of 2 and is equals to 2. But this one is less than 2. So A is the greatest. Always check the alternate. Always check the alternative solution. I think, it's also simple. Next one. Of the 50 researchers in the work group, 40% will be assigned to team A and the remaining 60% to team B. However, 70% of the researchers prefer team A and 30 researchers prefer team B. What is the lowest possible number of researchers who will not assign to the team they preferred? Look at it this way. We have 50. So we have A, 50 in all. Now 40% of 50 is 20. 60% of 50 is 30. 20 plus 30 again is 50. Then how many people will be assigned to A? Is 70%. 70% of 50 is 35. 30% of 50 is 15. Remember, A can take 20, but 35 will be assigned. That means it is possible, 35 prefer A, but A can take 20. So about 15 will be disappointed. 15 is correct. N is a prime number greater than 3. What is the remainder when n squared is divided by 12? Always take the alternative solution. They are very, very good. But I'm also, because I'm in the mode of solving. If I'm teaching, I will use the tips. I will use the alternative solution. But if I'm solving, I will use the intuitive solution. So that is somehow, sometimes I'm bypassing the provided solution. So if you are solving, a prime number that is more than 5 is more than 3 can be 5. Okay, and let's find 5 squared. 5 squared is 25. 25 divided by 12 is 2 whole number 1 over 12. This is the remainder. 1 is the remainder. So 1 is correct. Now if we solve this, okay, how do we solve this? if you want to use an intuitive solution, I'm going to give you an intuitive solution. You will notice that this is going to be 1 over 1.33, because 1 over 3 is 0.33. Remember, 1 over 3 is 0.33 plus 1 is 1.33 minus 1 over 1.5. This value here, 1 over 1.33, is going to be greater than this, because 1 divided by 1.33 is less. So that means that we get more. In the same way that if 10 people divide 1 million and 9 people divide 1 million, the 1 divided by 9 million will be more. Okay, so since less number is divided by 1, and 1.33 is less than 1.5, it means that this will at least give us a positive value. So all this, none of this will be correct. So we are left with these two. Now that we are left with these two, how do you want to go about it? Remember that 1 over 3 is something like 1 over 3. Okay, see these two values. These two values cannot be up to these two values cannot be up to 1 over 3. 1 over 3 is too small. Sorry, 1 over 3 is too large. Let me show you. Alright, so if you work this out, this is approximately 0.75 and this is approximately 0.67, and if you subtract, you are going to get approximately 0.03. Remember that 1 over 3 is 0.33, which is too high. At least 1 over 12 should be 1 divided by 12. It will not go. You put 0 point. You add another. You add 1 to 0, so it is at least 0.0 something. So this is correct. Yeah, the answer is 1 over 12. Okay, so looking at this question, what are we looking for? We are looking for here. And how do we go about looking for here? What do you think? This place is y, this place is s. If you are looking at this particular point, s is positive and y is negative. Okay, that alone can serve us. Remember that these numbers are sy. So the numbers are sy. Okay, we are looking for s is positive, so it can be this. S is negative, and we are also looking for y is negative, because this is negative value. So y is negative. So we are already eliminated. We have already eliminated 3. Then finally, we are also looking for y is negative. Y is not negative here. This place, s is positive and y is negative. That alone solve this question. Next question. A rope 40 feet long is cut into pieces. Sometimes you can work with options. If one piece is 18 feet longer than the other, what is the length in feet of the shorter piece? The shorter piece, right? One is 18 feet longer. Let's take that. Let's imagine that the answer is 9. 9. So it will be 9, and the other one will be 9 plus 18. Sorry, 9 plus 18. 9 plus 18 is 27. So we are going to have 9 plus 27. But you see that 9 plus 27 is not 40. But check this one that is correct. So the correct answer here is 11. But if you check it, if you have gone to check that, let's say 11 plus 11 and 11 plus 18. So 11 plus 18 is 29. But then what about 11 plus 29? Because 2 of them will give us 40. Is it 40? Yes. So sometimes you don't need to bother yourself. You just write the answer options. So finally, in this series, we have question number 30. Again, for question number 30, we can easily or clearly solve it using the table, right? I say that this table can solve up to 10 questions, right? Out of the 230 questions we are attempting to solve, this table can solve up to 10. And again, here is called a component, and there's a component A and component B. So the first one is a student 4 tests, test 4, and the total test of 5, meaning that here must be 1. For the first 4 tests is 78, and this test here is what we are looking for. We don't know, but the student want to score 80, so here is going to be 80. All we are going to do now is work out this. First is 78 times 4. What is 78 times 4? 78 times 4 is 312. Remember that this is average, this is number, average times number equals sum. This is also the same table we are going to use. Let's say speed times distance, speed times time equals distance. Okay, and so on and so forth. Let's go. Let's see. S times 1 is S. 80 times 50 is 400. Yeah, remember that 312 plus S is supposed to give us 400. That means 400 minus 312. That is 88. This is correct. Alright, so this brings us to the end of this 10 question challenge. I promise to make these questions as much as possible, always to be 15 minutes at most, 15 minutes, so that in 15 minutes video you are able to solve 10 questions. Thank you. Remember to subscribe if you have not done so. So in the next video we are going to solve question 31 to 40. See you soon.